Okay, so this week we are learning a bunch of new skills, but before we get to that, I wanted to touch base with you on a couple housekeeping things, mostly the upcoming zoo field trip. I am sending home a permission slip for that today. It wasn't included in the original packet I sent home, so I'm sending that home today. I know I've gotten one back from a parent already that I think had a sibling in a different class that had it, so you don't have to send it in again if you've already filled it out and sent it, but if not, please fill that out and send that back this week. Also, if you haven't sent in your money for the field trip yet, if you can try and get that in the next week or two, that would be great. Okay, so this week we're talking about long vowels. We started it last week with A, and this week we're going to go through I, O, and U and review A. And what we're teaching them is that when you have so like if we look at this 3-letter CVC word, I is going to say I, k, it. It's going to say kit. And the little symbol above the I is it's called coding, and they don't have to do it, but it is a way, for some of them it'll really help them decode a word when they're trying to figure out how to say it when they're reading. But if we add an E on the end, that E becomes sneaky. And so what we talk about, and you can ask them to tell you what E says to I, but when sneaky E comes up, he says boo to I, and I says his name, and then he gets really quiet. So that E doesn't actually say anything, and that's how we get the word kite. So that I gets a line across it, telling us it's a long vowel sound, and the E, we cross it out because we know we don't say it. And so we get the word kite. The rule is the same for all vowels, and when you have a vowel consonant and sneaky E on the end, that E always makes the first vowel say its name. We will have 3 tests this week. We'll take our first real spelling test this week. That'll be on Thursday. Those words are on the back of the newsletter. They should also be bringing home in their folder every day the practice that they do here in class too. So that's also good review. Then we'll have a grammar test, and that'll be on nouns, and it'll be sorting them into person, place, thing, or animal. And then our phonics test will be on their phonics skills that they've learned up until this point. It'll be similar to the phonics page that they bring home. They'll read a sentence, answer questions, they'll match words to pictures, and they'll recognize those sounds, those phonics skills that they've learned up until this point. The homework coming home this week, so again, read it 3 times, initial it every night, bring it back, they get a treat. Those reading logs, keep those going. I've gotten a couple of them completed back, and that's awesome, and they get a special prize for that. I'll be sending home new reading logs for those that completed theirs already. I'll get those sent out this week. All right, as always, let me know if you have any questions about any of the skills or things that we've talked about in this video.